Hi there, Laura Dankoff here from PathToHealthAndHealing.com. Today I want to talk to you about a very important subject for many women, and that is perimenopausal weight gain. Many women experience weight gain in the perimenopause years or the years leading up to menopause. This can happen as early as your 30s, and for many into their 40s. It's definitely a time of this huge fluctuation in hormones that can be contributing to weight gain. So what really is going on? Now, not all women experience perimenopause the same. So, what you may be experiencing can be different from someone else. The belief is that in the past, that in the perimenopause years, it's because the estrogen levels are dropping. However, more recent research has actually showed through comparative studies that women's estradiol level can actually be going up as much as 30% in some women. Therefore, researchers found that this increase in estradiol has also been accompanied by a decrease in progesterone. So during the perimenopause phase of life, a woman's body often has higher than normal levels of estrogen as the progesterone hormone levels begin to diminish. Now, this does not occur, like I said, in every woman, but some women's estrogen levels may have an actual sudden drop, while others experience a spike in their estrogen levels. Needless to say, this can be very stressful and a confusing time for many women. It can leave you wondering, what is happening to my body? I certainly experienced this in my 40s or my perimenopausal years, as I had great hormonal fluctuations. I had clear estrogen dominant symptoms, just as the research suggests that most likely my progesterone at the time was dropping quite significantly, while my estrogen initially was going up, and that can cause problems with fibrocystic breast, irregular menstrual bleeding, mood swings, all kinds of issues that are very disruptive to life. And I also had noticed during this time that my weight was starting to creep up as well. So let's get back to what can be causing that weight gain. So when estrogen levels are constantly higher than normal, this may lead to insulin resistance or an increased and can result in an increased accumulation of body fat, particularly around the midsection. And this is so frustrating. I can't tell you the number of women I've worked with over the years that have tried everything. They're exercising, a lot of them have hired personal trainers, they're eating healthy, and their weight either isn't budging or they're actually seeing their weight go up. So given that increased level of estrogen can cause some insulin resistance, this does a whole lot of encouragement for that fat storage in our body. So what insulin, in case you probably associate that with diabetes, but we need insulin. Insulin's a hormone in our body, and it is released by the pancreas and allows the sugar to be absorbed into the cells to be used as energy. If an individual has insulin resistance, however, the muscle cells don't respond well to it, and this then can make it difficult for the body to take that glucose or sugar into the cells to be used as energy. And the result of this can be those sugars and what have you get stored as fat. And guess what? Weight gain. If an expanding waistline was not depressing enough, that excess fat storage can also accumulate around the body's internal organs as well. And this is not healthy and can contribute to many potential health problems. If that wasn't enough, you're also seeing a lowering of progesterone, and this can also cause fat accumulation or weight gain as well. So we have increased estrogen that can cause weight gain, we have insulin resistance that can cause weight gain, and then we have a lowered progesterone that can cause weight gain, because one of the primary tasks of progesterone is raising the body's temperature, which is usually happening as the estrogen or the progesterone levels go up in the second half of your cycle. But during this period of time, if that progesterone isn't going up like it normally would with ovulation, there's a potential 300 calories that aren't getting burned because it raises the body temperature enough to increase the usage of the calories in the body. However, if the body does not have enough of that estrogen, then the result is the storage of that fat instead. So one of the other things that can be happening when you have estrogen dominance, and that's when the estrogen's high, the progesterone's dropping, is this can also result in thyroid dysfunction. So it's not uncommon for me to see women in their 40s develop a thyroid problem, and this can be correlated potentially with estrogen dominance. So as you can see, it's a hormonal soup mess or something that really is hard for so many women, and it's hard to not feel confused and frustrated. Dr. Christiane Northrup stated in the Perimenopause transition that when the estrogen hormone is usually the last hormone that we see significantly drop, and sometimes this is in the last 6 months prior to menopause, when that estrogen excess actually then becomes an estrogen deficiency, if you will. And this can lead to a whole host of symptoms, including hot flashes and night sweats and dizziness and moodiness and vaginal dryness, all of which are well-known symptoms of menopause. So the perimenopause years present a real challenge for many women with the ups and downs of their hormones, weight gain just being one of those things. So what do? Where do you begin? One of the best places to begin is knowing your numbers. I recommend doing dry urine testing for comprehensive hormones. This gives you a very in-depth look at what's going on with your hormones, getting your thyroid panel, a complete thyroid panel checked as well. And this is something that I certainly can help you with. I've worked with many women over the years to evaluate their hormones and then try to get them into a more natural balance as much as possible. And there are definitely ways that we can do that without resorting to extreme measures, if you will. So if you'd like to learn more, visit me at pathtohealthandhealing.com. And I hope you found this information useful. Have a good day.